Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to Boardwalk Hall and the famed Atlantic City Boardwalk in southern New Jersey for tonight's main event. 12 rounds and the welcome. So we are underway here. Round 1 scheduled for 12. Shane Mosley has faced power punchers before. We know he was recently up against Miguel Cotto. Now he faces this power puncher.
Well, Mosley, there's a couple of things that allow him to deal with a power puncher. Nobody really wants to fight a guy that has that big eraser. It's dangerous, but Mosley has a really good chin, and he has the speed. He's technically pretty good. Defensively, he knows what he's doing with. So if that's all you have is power, Mosley has more than that.
Huge uppercut by Mosley. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Nice defense. Good block by Blood. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Showing what a skilled fighter he is with this counterpunching. Well off the mark by Sugar Shane Mosley. Last 10 seconds of this first round. Good defense, just covering up down low. And we come to the end of round number 1. Shane Mosley's got to wake up to the fact that he just lost that last round. And the reason he did was because he wasn't efficient. He wasn't accurate. Yeah, he was throwing punches. He wasn't landing many.
No, he's throwing them from too far away. They're too wide. He needs to shorten them up, get into better range, and use that jab as a finder.
Crawford's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. Blood's being very patient here, but it's with a plan in mind.
Yeah, it is with a plan in mind, and that's why he's such a successful fighter. He's trying to lure his opponent into a mistake.
What is it that you've really admired about Shane Mosley in the ring?
Well, first of all, his presence, his confidence. He kind of commands the stage, so to speak. He understands when he's in there that he can handle anything that's in front of him. He has great speed. You have to like that. And he has the ability to go after you, but he can step back. He can counter well.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Straight right was lined up, but he missed. Mosley's inability to hit the target is really making him look silly right now. He's throwing plenty of punches, just none of them are landing.
No, he's throwing them too wide, too far away.
Big left hand. Oh, and look at that. Shane Mosley stunned for a moment there, and now he does a veteran move.
Yeah, he had to because he was stunned. And the reason he got stunned is he was taking liberties. He wasn't respecting his opponent enough. He figured that he read all the press clippings. He could walk right through him. He should know better than that.
10 seconds to go in this round. Parries that punch intended for the head. Mosley's good, clean, and effective punching damaged his opponent in that last round. Nice strike after catching one by Crawford. I like the way he went up top that time with the hook. Shane Mosley's showing you what it takes to be the best in this business. Good, crisp combos. Sugar Shane Mosley scored well with that left hand. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged.
Hands up. Hands up.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away.
Back to the body.
90 seconds to go here in this round. Blocking that punch. Very good defense by Blood.
Watch the hooks.
Mosley's right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. Now, Teddy, are you a fan of this right here? It seems like he's going for broke right now, where shouldn't he just be worried about getting fully recovered from what just happened?
Yeah, well, that would mean that he's thinking right. He's not thinking right now.
10 seconds to go in this third round. And we come to the end of the round. Blood's enjoying a lead on Teddy's scorecard the first time we look at the scores ringside here tonight. Although early on here, it's not as if either man is in complete control of this fight. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Now he ties up there. Well placed, straight right hand.
You got this. You got this one. Come on, kid. Focus.
Sugar Shane Mosley in action here tonight, Teddy. And to carry that Sugar moniker, obviously, you kind of have to be anointed. That one can't be applied to yourself.
No, you have to have great physical ability. Great speed is where it starts, and he has that. He has great speed. And also what you have to have is great expectation coming out of the amateurs, and he has all of that.
Mosley able to block that punch. If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by Blood. A well-targeted jab that time.
Keep working the body.
Shane Mosley's well off the mark that time. He's all over the place. I mean, he's missing punches. Yeah, he's throwing punches, but he's missing just about everything he throws.
Well, we look up top. You know, we look at the punches going array. They're going left, they're going right, they're going all over the place. But look downstairs. His feet are not set. He's falling all over the place. And guess what? The punches follow where his feet are.
And you can see swelling now on Shane Mosley as we're between rounds here, and his corner's tending to it.
And what the corner has to do is get ice on it, get that end swell, that piece of metal that's put into the ice that's cold, that retains cold. Put it on and put it on nice and steady. Push that swelling down, and then, of course, tell Mosley, hey, come on, get that defense going now.
Look at the accuracy with that hook upstairs.
Hey, come on, kid. Focus.
Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching.
Keep moving.
Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go. Oh, no, actually, I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. Committing to the body work with the double jab. That left hand over the top, he's accurate with it. He clinches when he gets to the inside. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Crawford.
Looking good.
3 minutes gone by in this round. In between rounds here, Crawford's eye is completely swollen shut. What would you be telling him?
Well, this is going to sound a little tiny harsh, but guess what? This is a tough business. I tell him, you have two eyes, right? Use the good one.
Fine work with the left hand. He landed well by Blood. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Mosley's... Oh, Teddy, this has got to drive his trainer crazy because he's leaving himself wide open with these sweeping shots.
Well, you talk about that old saying, leaving the barn door open, and the horses are going to go out. Well, guess what? The punches, sooner or later, they're going to come in.
I want to see some combos.
Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. Lands flush with the two-punch combo by Blood.
Beat him to the punch.
Trying to go downstairs, but off target. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Last 10 seconds. Nice block by Blood.
Keep working the body.
This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Crawford's keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
He got hit, but he sends it right back. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. And now he scores with that left to the body. At the halfway point of round 7. What an impact that left hand just made by Sugar Shane Mosley. Crawford's proving to be elusive. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Scores well to the head with the right hand. Shane Mosley's left landing well.
Nice.
Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Crawford's on the wrong end of a destructive uppercut. And this round comes to an end.
Walk into him without throwing a punch.
So as we start round number 8, we look at Teddy's scorecard. And Teddy, Crawford's up on your scorecard, but even more significant than that, he looks completely fresh. There's no sign of him letting up.
No, and I don't think he should let up. You know, this is not football where you go into that prevent defense where now the other team can come up the football field because you're not doing the same things to keep them defensive. You don't want that to happen with your opponent to start coming forward. Keep being aggressive. Keep doing the things that got you here.
That was a miss by Sugar Shane Mosley. Nice block by Blood. Crawford's making this so that it's becoming a very frustrating night for his opponent. I mean, when your defense is that sharp, it can just drive your opponent crazy.
Yeah, it can. First of all, it can start to break down. You know, we always look at the physical things in life and anything. You know, you're pounding a guy and you're going to break the guy down. Hey, if you're just smart and you're slick like this guy and you're making a guy miss, you start to break him down. He's breaking the guy down that way.
90 seconds to go, halfway through round 8.
You're doing great.
Good step back, counter punch there.
Beautiful.
Sending out the power shot. It was a straight left hand. Sugar Shane Mosley with a big right.
You're still not moving enough.
Crawford's punch is far off the target. Clock counting down here in round number 8. 10 seconds to go. Crawford's always been thought of as a very well-rounded fighter. Tonight we are seeing one specific part of his game that's dominating, and that is precise, accurate, clean, and effective punching.
Yeah, and I would argue that you're seeing another part. You're seeing his intellect. You're seeing how smart he is because everything is designed to land. He's placing shots beautifully.
Comes right back with some offense of his own. That's the clean shot with the left hand that he was looking for by Blood.
Come on, kid. Focus.
Crawford's showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. Blocks away that headshot. Targeting a left hand to the body. Blood's now showing off what he probably worked very hard on in the gym. You can see that the effective footwork, the movement, is making for this to be a fairly easy round for him. Teddy, what kind of training regimen do you put a guy through to develop this skill?
Well, what you do is you have him work on defense. Sometimes I'll put a fighter in the ring to spar, and I won't let him throw punches back. I'll make him just make the guy miss. Just use his legs, use his head movement, use his blocking skills, and make sure he concentrates exactly on one thing, defense. He's showing it right now.
Keep working, Jeff. Double up your punches. Back to the body.
Takes one to give one. How about that left right there? Oh, that's gotta hurt. Sugar Shane Mosley's down. He was knocked down there.
Keep moving.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
Joe, one of the ways he survives is if he's been taught. Have good habits. Have good fundamentals been put there. You're going to find out right now he needs them right now.
A solid left hand by Blood. Last 10 seconds of the 9th round. Crawford's got a way of just getting away from that punch. Boxing 101, jab followed by the straight. And that's the end of round 9. Blood's corner has quite a task in front of them now. Their fighter's eye swollen shut.
right now you have to come up with some strategy. Maybe he turns his stance around where he leads now with the good eye. You know, right now the good eye is back a little bit where he can't pick up things. Maybe now he needs to change his position in the ring where at least his good eye is in front.
Mosley's coming out here after being knocked down in the previous round. How important is it for him to be cautious here, to make sure that he does have his legs underneath him?
You know, it's a little bit of a double-edged sword there, Joe, because if you're too cautious, hey, your opponent, he reads it. You're not in that ring alone, you know, and then he's going to get more aggressive. So you want to go out there, maybe feint him a little bit. Let him think you're okay. Let him think you want to go after him. Let him think you want to engage a little bit, and then wind up boxing, staying on the outside, buying some time.
Halfway through round 10.
Time. Time. Nice.
Nice work blocking that, and then an uppercut of his own. Boy, oh boy, that's tough to take. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Mosley's effort has gone downhill here. You can tell that he does not have the energy necessary to stay in this fight.
Yeah, but now it's up to his opponent. Does his opponent have the will and the desire to get him out of there? Because if he does, he's getting him out of there.
You know, there's a part of me that actually likes when we get to this point in the fight. Things been lingering along. He hasn't picked up any ground.
Nice.
He's trailing by a significant margin here at the start of round number 11 on your scorecard. So it's do or die.
Yeah, exactly. And all that training, all the months that he's put in getting ready for this fight in the training camp and everything, it all comes down, as you just said, next few minutes.
Shane Mosley's doing exactly what he told us he would do. Now, he was stunned earlier in this fight, but he's sticking to that game plan.
You know, I like that. You know, I want to see how a guy behaves under pressure. He hasn't panicked, you know. He still believes in his identity, believes in his talents, his abilities, and he's going to stay that way unless the guy convinces him later on.
Blood's given us a good showcase of defense here. Wow, nice flush left hand. Mosley's hugging at this point. You know, listen, it is what it is. He's running out of gas. He needs a break.
Yeah, but it is what it is because...
Oh, he is stunned. He could go down.
Good. Hands up. Hands up. There you go.
Big shot. He goes down in the later stages of this round. He's going to try to survive it. Mosley to the canvas and now beating the count. Let's see what he offers up at this point.
Well, with a fighter like Shane Mosley, you see the outside stuff so glaring. I mean, it just shoots out at you. The speed, all the physical ability. But now you find out, you get a peek at what's inside.
by him.
What a big shot. That was a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox. His sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The ref stops the fight. Sugar Shane Mosley's not going to hear from those judges. He's a knockout victim.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of knockout, your winner, Bud Crawford.
Blood's power that we saw throughout the night, building a lead on your scorecard, now ends the night with a knockout victory.
And it begins the next night, the next dawn.